And welcome back to another episode of IMRC preseason interviews with Michael Norman. I am here with Blake Warren, driver of the number 43 this season. Blake, thank you for joining me.
Hey, glad to be here.
You're a previous season's owners champion, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, we're
Yep.
back owners champions. And changing it up a little bit. See, doing a satellite organization.
All right, I've got some three questions for you, and I'm going to start
Yeah.
off with the first one here. What are your expectations for IMRC season 8 for you only?
Well, for me and myself and I, honestly, so here's the way that I kind of look at it. One Racing has had now 3 great seasons in IMRC. Won the uh, we won the drivers' title with Dylan Schwallenberg in the Super division. We won the team championship and we won the drivers title in the Cup Series. We won the team championship for last season and we came so close to winning previous championship. Ended up getting lost out to Dylan Pote. You know what? The way that I see it is that honestly, for me, I'm one of the slower cars out there in terms of my teammates. Honestly, this year I'm just kind of scaling back a little bit. I want to try and get up there and excuse me, fight for wins, especially on the plate tracks. Especially at Pocono, that track owes me some redemption. So
Oh yeah, Pocono
uh,
was so fun, except for turn
yeah,
three. Except for
yeah.
turn three.
Except for turn 3, you just have to whoa it up so much and just accidentally like throwing it into the wrong gear just blows up the engine. But I would say here's the big of it all. Last year I got on a really good streak of getting like top tens and everything like that. Now this season, if I can get like seventh place more often than 10th, or get more like upper higher finishes, if that's what I can do, that's what I can do. Best case scenario is I'd love to win like Talladega, Daytona, a speed, Pocono, maybe
Pensacola.
Michigan, like win one of the big races that I
Yeah.
know that I can do well in. I know that I'm a good plate racer.
uh,
And for
yeah,
any of the non-plate tracks, just go out there and try and get a top 10. And, more than anything, just keep it clean. And hopefully by the end of it, if we can make it back into the top 10 of the points, I'm all for it. I want to get into the chase. And even if I don't make it all the way, getting in that top 10 is good enough for me.
yep, I completely understand about that. Now the next question is, what are your expectations for your team in season 8?
So, because we're a satellite organization with one Performance Motors, we've got Pedro Eva Lucas coming on to race the 40, and then we still have Dylan and Cody racing the 24 and 20 and 48. I'm sorry, respectively for Warren Racing, and hopefully DJ returns, maybe running a few more races. Honestly, with just those more or less 5 cars there, I want Pedro to get some really good track time and get some really good seat time. He's eligible, I believe, to run the lights division. So I want to
Who?
see him. I want to see him do really well, and get good laps in, get good finishes, maybe get a win or two. I know that a lot of the Brazilian drivers out from the IMRC, like they're awesome dudes, and I love seeing them go out there and succeed. Yeah, really just with all of that. I guess my big expectation is Pedro, Dylan, Cody, and myself. Hopefully we all make it into the top 10 in points with good races and good seasons thus far. And honestly, I really hope that Cody, Dylan, and Pedro go out and they get into the final 4. And by all means, whoever goes out there and is the fastest in the season alley, I'm happy either way. So that's the way that
Yeah,
I see it.
I just hope that Cody doesn't keep wrecking your cars.
Hey, that low sponsorship has done us a lot of good. So they've had a lot of sheet metal to sell us to do pairs and everything like that. So too bad we just don't have Nationwide on our side anymore. But it is what it is.
Yep. And now the final question is, what do you think about all the changes coming to IMRC in this season, like such as like the schedule changes and lights returning and all that stuff?
I think that it's rather ambitious, and I mean that in the best of ways. IMRC has been a lot of fun for me in these last couple of years, and without a doubt, like I would say that there's some kind of interesting changes. Like, we're going to be running Laguna Seca Dunt, which will be interesting in and of itself.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not entirely familiar with Laguna Seca on the N1 level, and I'm not entirely familiar as to how it would feel like racing on Dunt. But a lot of the core tracks like Michigan, Lowe's, Talladega, like a lot of the tracks that we ran last season are returning anyway, and even better than anything else. The few tracks that we are getting a change up on, they shouldn't be that hard to acclimate to.
Yeah.
And then especially with the lights division, I just see it as more seat time, more practice, and it'll allow a lot of the younger guys and a lot of newer the guys and people who haven't had their chance to really shine in the Cup Series yet, just that little bit extra chance to like go out and prove themselves. By all means, with the lights division returning and just some of the new guys coming in, like I'm all for it. I'm excited for it, and I hope that both on the lights and on the Cup side that both One Performance Motors and One Racing just go out and have a great time and have some really good memories this season.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. And Blake, thank you for the interview, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the racetrack this season.
All right, thank you very much, Michael.
Should be fun. All right, see you later.